Today I'm going to do a video on a little Browning, kind of rare Mark 100 linear amplifier. This is an old business band back in the, I believe, late 50s, early 60s, when businessman equipment ran on 11 meters. Excuse me. And was sold legally. So this was from back then when it was legal, the old Browning Mark 100. It's a little 75 watt or so two-tube linear amplifier. It's pretty simple design, grounded grid, not too much to it. The plate transformer, that's a keying tube. All it does is key up the relay there. It's got a high voltage relay in it. It's keyed with 120 volts. With the drop of the keying tube there, and standard pi output circuit there with your tune and the load and coil. And we'll turn it underneath right quick. Don't hurt it, not much to it. Filter caps, we replaced those, and it had very light bleed in it, so those blue resistors there, we put a not heavy bleed, but a little bit heavier than the very light that it had before. Your diode string, power transformer, back of the keying tube, and your switches and a couple lights on it. That's about all to this simple grounded grid amplifier. That cap there puts a little delay on the relay, but not much. It's really set up for AM, not enough delay for SSB. And let's warm it up. And while we're doing that, we'll put the watt meter on the 20 watt scale and the trusty tram. Titan 4 over there. I like using this radio a lot. I can leave it on 11 receive, and I usually go to 13 to transmit, and I'm on a dummy load. Because here in Detroit, a lot of people are on 11, and even on a dummy load, some of my local neighbors can hear me when I'm broadcasting. So we go to 13, even though we're still receiving on 11 with the trashy tram. Titan 4, all transistor, one tube final, so it's got the tram audio, but it's got the dependability of the transistor. So I kind of like this one. And we're over here on the dummy load and a MFJ watt meter 20 watt scale, and radio's dead keying about 1.5. Only swing about 4.5 audio. And last, we're gonna turn the amp off standby and put it on and go to the 200 watt scale. And it's dead keying 30 watts. Audio, talking about 45, not a lot of swing, and whistling up to 60. If I retuned it a little bit and let it heat up a little more, it'd go up to 70, and that's about all this little guy do. And that's gonna be it for this little kind of a rare one. Most of them are the Mark 180s. And most of them match the Browning Golden Eagle Mark 3s, but this one, same color and scheme as the Mark 1 or Mark 2 Brownings. And it's a older one, the kind of rare Browning Golden Eagle Mark 100. Not a lot of modulation or swing with it. Audio. So for me, it's more of a showpiece or a collector item to have this one than a real modulating amps, because I like modulation in that swing. So I keep these little two toys for that, for drivers, for modulation. That one on the left is a rare Black Cat JB150, one of the last models or versions they made. And my little Golden Eagle 200 with variable power on it. So I use these two as my little driver modulators, and this is gonna sit with some of my Browning somewhere and go in the showcase, I guess. All right, have a good night. Stay safe out there. Bye.